boat is the stern. Starboard to the right, port to the left, starboard in back of us, and excuse me, stern in back of us, and the bow up in front of us.
What was it?
Radiance.
What's the radius? Oh, the balcony's all on this side.
Yeah, we were on a balcony. First one is the travel agent.
Go anywhere.
Yeah, just the 2 nights in Melbourne. This one now.
Restaurants to fast food, shops, and a very nice aquarium at Pier 59. We see the Bell Harbor Marina just off on our starboard side, and some nice condominiums that have come up in recent years. I'm sure early Seattleites would be very surprised to see that folks are actually living down here in very, very nice homes up beyond those condominiums. Yeah, so Queen Anne dips down into a valley, rises up as Magnolia ahead of us. Now this, I guess over here on the port side of the boat, we can talk about this for just a minute. A lady was pointing out that wanting to know why the vessel is docked out here. They're anchored waiting for clearance to go into the grain terminal, and probably about 25-30 crew on there right now. Looks like they're unloaded, they're empty. You see much more of the chartered just for you. It's going to be, I think, a gray line just for the folks on the Good Time 3 to take you back to the waterfront, because we will be docked that has some nice restaurants, a few bungalows and coffee shops. You can see one of our very best seafood restaurants just ahead of us on the port side, Ray's. R-A-Y-S. I think it's one of the best restaurants in town, at least the New York Times. #1 attraction in Seattle to our residents looking for a little recreation, and for our out-of-town guests, the Space Needle. #2, the Pike Place Market and the low-flying fish of Seattle. That's #2. Third attraction of Seattle, watching what you do, so please behave yourself as we go through the locks. We have a reputation to uphold here at Argosy, and we would appreciate your assistance in maintaining that. We had a little problem during Mardi Gras a few weeks ago.
Donald will be with you shortly. If you do have any questions, if you feel like I missed something, don't hesitate to ask. It all depends on what the tide's doing. When we have a slightly higher tide, I don't have a whole lot of time to cover everything. So.
The barge is going up. See the barge over there, or whatever that is?
Yeah, it's the barge. The big, it's the smaller boats waiting to come in.
Yeah.
Now they'll come in this lock and then drop them down.
Make their way back the other way.
They go the other way. Drop them down.
It's a big old barge full of logs. Nasty looking junk. It's almost like the stuff they pull out of the lake.
Yeah.
There's that Alaska cruise boat there, the Executive Explorer. Used to do real ultra expensive cruises in the lower part of it.
What do they do now? Sit there?
I don't know whether they pulled it out of service or not.
Doesn't look like doing much.
Yeah, hit this boat right here.
Getting ready to go in. Now they'll take
Yeah, this is Lake Union, I think, now. That's a classic old boat.
Basically, if you're unfamiliar with the process of dry docking, let me tell you how it works. You see the side walls there? It's shaped like a big letter U. When they want to assist a vessel into dry dock, before the vessel's in there, they will flood those side walls in a controlled way. The whole thing sinks below the water line, except the top of the two walls. They bring the St. Dominic in, put it up on blocks, tie it off to the side so it doesn't tip over, and then they will... The boat, if you want to call it that, is a place for your private helicopter. I don't think the helicopter comes as part of the deal. Right now they're asking $13 million. You might call them up and see if you negotiate. Side of us, just ahead of us, and Stone's supporting them. Now the Fremont Cut is one of many man-made parts of the ship canal to connect Lakes Union and Washington without there on the sound.
I've seen the cargo. Oh, no. This is fishing kit. I think my name cargo is going in.
So we're coming into Lake Union Corporate Yachts. See a few more takeoffs or landings. These fellows are on the way up to probably Victoria.
25.
And the check-in station is just to the south of our destination this afternoon, and the customs station down there as well. We do have the NOAA boats over here at about 9 o'clock. National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration.
Oh, there.
Map the waterways of the world, monitor weather patterns, very busy people. To the south of that, more dry dock.